Now on Sunrise, as the legislative session ends, a new transportation bill does not get the green light in Salem. Lawmakers on both sides weigh in. Plus, a sheriff's deputy is cleared after killing a suspect. What new video shows led up to the shooting? Your news starts now. Good morning, and thanks for getting up with us on this Saturday morning. I'm Libby Dowsett. We will get to your headlines in just a minute, but first, let's check in with Celine Stevens.
Good morning and happy Saturday. We're looking at a really nice day today. Temperatures are finally going to start warming up and we're finally going to get rid of all that cloud coverage. So we're looking at seeing a cloudy start to the morning. We saw 58 degrees and then by noon we get to around the upper 60s. It's going to be nice. Those clouds are going to start to burn off and then by 5 p.m. temperatures rise up to the upper 70s and it's going to be nice and sunny and warm. And so as we get into the rest of our day, again, you're going to see in other areas temperatures are heating up everywhere. We're looking at seeing mid 50s in Timberline. Looks like 71 in Salem. Along the coast, we're looking at low 60s in Newport, upper 60s in Tillamook. As we get into the later hours, we're going to see those temperatures get up to the mid to upper 70s in the Portland area. The Dow's even hitting the low 80s. So again, overall, we are warming up this Saturday and this trend continues into Sunday. But taking a look at our futurecast, as you can see, those clouds burn off and we're looking at a pretty sunny and clear weekend. The clouds are really not returning until we get later on into next week. But here's what we're anticipating as we get again into the next couple days. We're looking at upper 70s today, upper 80s come Sunday, and Monday, that's when we see the real heat.
Oh, looks great. We begin this half hour in Salem, where the 2025 legislative session has come to an end with no deal on a transportation package. Both the State House and the Senate ended their sessions without a vote on the nearly $12 billion proposed bill, or a cut-down version. State Democrats wanted a vote on House Bill 2025, but that did not happen. So lawmakers shifted to a stripped-down version of the plan. They added an amendment to another bill in committee, but motions to move it to a full vote failed. Earlier this week, ODOT leaders warned if the legislature failed to take action, they'd have to lay off more than 600 staff members. State Republicans dispute that claim.
She said that the bulk of those reductions in staff were vacancies, that no one was in those positions, and if they were not vacancies, that they were going to move and rearrange people and reassign people. She described it as a budget that would not require layoffs.
Meantime, Democrats plan to continue working on a transportation package, arguing the issue is too important to give up on.
This is about making sure that our roads are repaired. This makes sure that our bridges are on a cycle of repair and maintenance. This is about making sure cities and counties, there isn't the federal government, unless I can see it, isn't coming in to start helping our local communities with their transit needs.
And we will hear from Governor Tina Kotek later today. She has not indicated whether or not she'll call for a special session. In Southeast Portland, detectives are investigating a shooting near Southeast 148th and Stark. Police just told us 4 adults were shot and wounded at an event center. A suspect has also been detained, and police say they are not looking for any other suspects. We will keep you updated as we get more information. Multnomah County prosecutors have determined that a sheriff's deputy was justified in his actions when he shot and killed a man in Gresham. Alma McCarty has been reviewing court documents and video evidence, and a warning, some of the images may be difficult to see, but we're pausing the video before shots are fired.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
You called, the guy's got a gun. It's Northeast 162nd.
Northeast 162nd and Gleason in Gresham. A camera facing the Cameron Park Apartments captured 2 people, brothers, fighting in the street.
No, don't do it! Don't
This, one of many 911 calls about the incident on June 13th. Gresham Police and the Multnomah County Sheriff's Office responded, looking to track down the suspect wielding the weapon.
There's so many people out here. There's kids out here. Just get the cops here.
Officials say the suspect, later identified as Ladarius Collins, pistol whipped and threatened his brother with a handgun before taking off.
Hey, put your hands up! Hands up!
Gresham Police soon caught up with him and his girlfriend, running through backyards and over fences.
Put your hands up! Put it down or I'll shoot! Put your hands up! Put it down!
A Multnomah County deputy, hearing that Collins made another run for it, went to catch him on Northeast 168th. As shown in ring camera video, the deputy parked his car and drew his gun, telling Collins to get on the ground. But according to officials, the suspect raised his handgun and pointed it at the deputy. Investigators say that deputy fired 6 shots, hitting Collins in the shoulder. He died not long after at the hospital. After reviewing this and other evidence, Multnomah County prosecutors determined the deputy will not face criminal charges and called the use of deadly force justified. In Multnomah County, Alma McCarty, KGW News.
Oregon State Police are looking for information about a shooting along I-5 in Marion County. Just after midnight Friday morning, troopers say a passenger in one vehicle shot at another car in the southbound lanes. Investigators call it a road rage incident. They say the shooter was wearing a ski mask and riding in a lighter-colored Dodge Journey. The other car sustained damage, but no one was hurt. The suspect arrested for randomly stabbing another person in the Montevilla neighborhood has now appeared in court. This is video of that encounter Thursday morning on Southeast 91st near Stark. Police say the man with the knife is 24-year-old Michael Kashkash. The victim was stabbed in the torso and is recovering in the hospital.
Yeah, that's kind of concerning, definitely concerning, having it, not even a block away from me.
And it's very rare. We just don't see, crimes like this that are just random like that happening very often.
The suspect has pleaded not guilty to charges of assault and unlawful use of a weapon. Authorities have not publicly identified the victim. Police believe 2 women are targeting jewelry stores and coin shops from here to Seattle, using what investigators describe as sleight of hand tactics. On May 31st, surveillance images show the 2 women at a mall in the Linwood area near Seattle, where they're accused of taking a necklace worth more than $9,000. That same day, police say they also stole $400 from a shop in Lakewood, and that's not all. They're accused of stealing a coin worth $3,400 a few days later in Portland.
They, selected different merchandise, and just through that transaction of checking the different merchandise, they are slipping one into their pocket or transferring it off to somebody else.
Anyone with information about the women or these crimes is asked to call the police department in Linwood. The Washington County Sheriff's Office is working to return stolen jewelry to its rightful owners. Earlier this month, detectives say they recovered stolen necklaces, watches, and jewelry boxes from a Southwest Portland home. Hundreds of items have yet to be claimed. The Sheriff's Office says you can prove ownership through detailed descriptions of the items with photos or receipts. Oregon Health and Science University has named its new president. The board of directors unanimously chose Sharif El-Nahal, who earned his medical degree and an MBA from Harvard University. Most recently, he served as the Undersecretary of Health at the Department of Veterans Affairs. President Joe Biden appointed him in 2022. Before that, he served as president and CEO of University Hospital in Newark. The incoming leader says he'll aim to provide care to more patients and continue OHSU's mission of academics and research.
What can happen is that we step outside of the value boundaries of this organization and start divesting from care for the poor, care for the most vulnerable Oregonians. That cannot be part of the equation in solving those other problems.
El Nahal begins his new role in August. Meantime, the newest member of the Portland Trail Blazers has touched down in Rip City. The team officially introduced Yang Han-sun at their Tualatin practice facility on Friday. The 7'1" center from China presented with the number 16 after the Blazers picked him 16th in the draft. Yang is 20 and played the last 2 years in the Chinese Basketball Association. He spoke for about 15 minutes, mostly in Mandarin with a translator, hitting a number of topics like the pride he has representing his home country and the excitement of being drafted by the Blazers. When it came to his interests outside of basketball, he gave an English answer.
Sleep, all time sleep, and I like play PS5.
Well, the Blazers had some scouting Yang. For the past couple of years, they've been looking at him. He's set to make his debut in the Summer League, which starts July 10th in Las Vegas.